Good people. Boy, Cool McCain, we back. Season 2, AAL Turf Talk. We're going to bring on a couple of the teams, and we're going to talk about training camp, just checking in, seeing what's been going on with training camp, standouts, all that good stuff. As you know, AAL2 season is coming up, so make sure y'all are tapped in for that. Make sure you're following your favorite teams. Of course, tonight you're going to get the information to follow players, coaches, and your team. So make sure you're, paying attention to that. But hey, we back into it. AAL2, let's go. All right, so we're starting here with the Tri-City River Gators. What I always like to do, guys, some of you been on before, some of you may have not. Hopefully y'all at least watched before, but we'll go through and allow everybody to introduce themselves, starting with Coach, so that way new people who haven't seen you before, kind of get an idea of how you got here, where you're at now. Coach, we'll start with
you. Yeah, man. Good to see you, Cool, man. Thanks for having us, man. I'm Coach AG, head coach, Tri-City River Gators, man. We're going on year 2 this year. Also, I'm the owner of Athletic Engineering, performance training, and talent management, man. So just gearing up for a brand new season, man. We ready. We're excited, man.
Awesome. And we can just go around. Start with you, Mason.
All right, I'm Mason McLean. I'm the kicker for the Tri-City River Gators, and this is my first year playing arena ball. And yeah, I'm from Albertville, Alabama. Well, I'm from Lincoln, Alabama, and I live in Albertville, Alabama now, and just very excited to be back playing football again.
Love to hear it. Coach Hall.
What's going on, fellas, man? I appreciate you having us on, man. It's a pleasure to be here. But I'm Coach Hall, office coordinator at Tri-City River Gators. This will be year 2 for me, working with the River Gators. Coach AG, one of my good friends, man. Looking forward to the season, man. I'm really excited about some of the guys we got coming up, and it's going to be fun.
Awesome, guys. So excited to get in and start talking about the season, man. So we're in the training camp. How are you guys feeling so far about training camp?
Actually, I'm pretty excited about it, man. We got some new faces coming in. We got a lot of energy that we try to build up this season, man. So really stepped up our social media game. So just be a lookout on that kind of stuff. But this year we ready to be really competitive. Last year was kind of like the building it from the ground up sort of year. We took our bumps and our bruises and everything that come with that, man. So we kind of got our feet up under us a little better this year, got our football legs back, you know what I mean, so to speak. So we just ready to go out and compete, man, try to be competitive at a high level.
Definitely. We did have one more gentleman that wanted to go ahead and let him introduce himself, Big Mike. Just introduce yourself so everybody know how you got to where you are, and then how you feeling so far about training camp.
Well, I'm Big Mike, defensive end. River Gators is the home for me. Training camp has been great. I got to meet a lot of new guys that has heart, and just ready to dominate the season and bring home the ring.
Definitely. So, Mason, what about you? How you feel about
man, training camp. I'm very excited about the season. Training camp's been great. Everybody's been very motivated and helping each other out. Being very competitive with each other, getting better every time we get together for practice, and it's been very exciting to watch. I mean, I'm the kicker, so I get to watch from the sideline and see how everything's going together. So it's been very exciting.
Definitely. Coach Hall, same question for you, sir.
Yeah, so everything for me has been going pretty smooth. We've got a lot of guys on the defensive side of the ball coming back from last year. So with us having a lot of the new faces on offense, man, that's actually made us better because those guys they've already been through the process. They know the standard that we've set. And so they've kind of taken the offense under their wing and let them know, what it is we're about, what we're trying to do, what we're trying to accomplish. So it's been exciting to see the leadership from the defensive side of the ball. kind of rub off on the offensive side. We do have a few players that played offensive last year. We got Taj Boyd coming back. He's quarterback, and so that helps. He's a great leader. But we've got some competition there as well. And so there's a lot of guys that stepped up. That when you first saw them, you didn't know if they would step up or not, but they've done a really good job. And so I'm really excited about what we're going to be able to do this year.
Okay. So, Coach AJ, I'm going to ask you specifically this question. How are you feeling about the staff as a whole? You have all the pieces you want in place, still looking for some guys. What we're looking like on the staffing end?
Oh man, staffing, man, we way better prepared than we were. This year we actually got some O-line help. So we got some guys, man, with some real knowledge, with some real experience, man, up under their belt. We got a guy that came in, ain't gonna drop no names for real, but we got a guy that came in, man, to kind of help us with our O-line play. He's played football at a high level, you know. So we actually did we opened up our training camp, man, with Quincy Carter, former Dallas Cowboy. So he came in and helped facilitate our QB passing camp that day. So it was pretty much like a good introduction for some of the new guys, man. We kind of did a pass skeleton for that, so to speak. So him and Coach Hall had a chance to kind of, sit down and, go over some things, man, and kind of sharpen up iron sharper iron kind of things, man. So we just polishing up everything with that. So, but as far as the staffing, man, we clicking on all cylinders. Coach Hall and I, man, we've been friends for a long time, man. We've done many projects together, so we kind of cohesive. As well as the players can compete, the coaches, we compete as well. We learn things off each other, kind of bounce ideas off each other, and just try to get both sides of the ball on the same page, just competing at a high level. Because if we can kind of set that standard to kind of, have good natured competition, kind of rubs off on your team.
Yep. So I noticed that we were talking about there's a lot of new players, Mason included as one of them, that are on the team this year. How has the transition been for them kind of picking up the game? Is everything kind of going smooth? Work in progress? How are we looking, from that aspect? And, anybody or everybody can answer that question.
Yeah, well, I speak on just Mason. Mason came in, hell of a kicker. Can really kick at a high level. So we kind of had to dial it back with Mason on the indoor game. You know what I mean? And try to find that touch that he needs for this game. So, but yeah, just speaking on him, that's probably one of the things I would point out.
Okay.
I think one of the main things that is this year is the players are doing a better job of holding each other accountable. There's a lot more accountability within the locker room. The guys are speaking up. It's not just the coaches saying stuff. Sometimes we go in and there's already been said. Guys are posting videos, inspiration. Guys are showing that they're working out. They're encouraging each other. But if somebody misses a meeting, somebody's saying something about it. If somebody doesn't speak up, somebody's showing about it. And if if we're at a workout and somebody's not giving a rep, coach don't have to say a word because somebody's going to get on their butt. So I think that's a little bit more than what we had last year. So like I said, some of the guys that are coming back have stepped up, but some of those new guys, they bring a mentality of I came here to work because I'm trying to get somewhere. If you ain't where I'm at, then I'm gonna go past you. So it's really been fun for a coach to be able to have guys like that you can coach, makes your job easier. And now I can just go out there and have fun with it.
I love it, man. I feel like when you have your better teams, you always have minimum at least those guys that kind of hold each other accountable because coaches can't be everywhere. They can't see everything. They can't fix every single problem. So when you have guys holding each other accountable, you have that mentality in the locker room and among, the guys that definitely always seems to point in the right direction. Big Mike, as a player that's been there before, how you feeling? What are you seeing in training camp with some of the new guys and just the overall team gelling?
Well, just piggybacking off of Coach Hall, we do have a lot of, guys taking accountability. And, I just see a lot of heart in the new guys that came in the camp. I don't see no laziness. Everybody is trying to get somewhere, and we all becoming a family. You know, that's what I've been seeing in training camp lately. All the guys coming together, you know, and just holding each other accountable, you know, and knowing that what we got while we here, you know.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been noticing.
I love it. And Mason, since you are the new guy, from your perspective and what you're seeing, how are things progressing?
I think everything's been progressing great. Like, cause I've just kicked, like, just practice kicked for a while, and being back in a team setting. I think being around a team that's is has been great for my growth in the sport itself, and like all the guys are super motivational, and they make me feel good for like just being around the guys and everything. So I mean, it's a really good atmosphere to be around.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So we are still, of course, in the training camp. But Coach AG, would you let the people know they're watching? Love to have them hear it from your mouth. First game and who you're playing.
First game, March 28th, we got the Carolina Aviators. So they're a brand new team, man, but we're not gonna take them lightly. They got a pretty good coaching staff over there, man. They got some guys over there that know what they're doing. But hey, we prepared to come in. We're looking forward to be very competitive. March 28th. I think it's 7 o'clock Central Time. We kick it off.
Sounds good. Sounds good. So, guys, what I want to do is go around. We'll just go reverse order. So I'll start with Big Mike, then Coach Hall, and Mason, and end with Coach AG. Just let the people know where they can find you on social media. And also if you have any last thoughts or anything else you want to throw out there. Big Mike, start with you.
You can find me on social media at Mike Bostic. Let's go Gators. River Gators, let's do it.
My ex handle is the Coach Six. You can find me on there. I'm not a big, huge social media guy. Most of the time, if you do see me posting on social media, I'm arguing with somebody about somebody that don't know nothing about football. But you can find me on X. I post some stuff on there. Of course, my name is Eddie Hall on Facebook. But my wife watches that page, so I can't really post nothing on that one. And then my Instagram is the Coach 26. That's where you'll find my River Gator stuff. So yeah, the main thing is the River Gators right now. If you don't know, you're about to find out.
So again, for Coach Hall, if you do add him on Facebook, don't come on there with no mess because his wife can see that. And I understand that.
You talk football though, I'll talk back with you.
But don't come with no mess. If you have to come with the mess, go to Instagram.
Don't come with no mess.
Don't come with no mess on Facebook. So y'all done heard it.
That's right. That's right.
I get it, man. I get it. All right, Mason.
Y'all can find me. I usually just use Instagram. This is McLean Mason 8, and I probably need to start posting a little bit more and everything. So I'll get used to that. Maybe when I start kicking field goals and kickoffs, I post a little bit more. So excited to be in the indoor with Tri-City River Gators.
All right, Coach AG. You can find me on Instagram, Coach_AGEE. That's where most of my everything is. My website for athletic engineering is coachag.com. Anything else, you can find it on the Tri-City River Gators social media page. All right, hey, March 28th, Carolina Aviators, 7 o'clock Central. We'll see you.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Good luck to you guys this season. And of course, we'll be wrap it up now.
Gator mode.
Hey, thanks for having us. Gator mode.
No problem. All right, good people. So we are back. We got the New Jersey Eagles in the building. First, I'll just go around and have everybody introduce themselves. We'll start with you, Coach Woods. Then we'll go with Ryan and Zach.
Gotcha. Coach Woods, head coach, offensive coordinator of the New Jersey Eagles. It'd be actually my second year in the AAL2. I was actually the offensive coordinator for the New Jersey Roughnecks last season.
Ryan Fegley, quarterback. I played for the Houston Maulers, West Texas Bucks, and Mississippi Raiders. And this year, I was on a roster for the PA Union and the AIF, and then Connie got picked up by the Eagles last week. So I'm happy to be here.
Yep. I'm Zach Perch. This is going to be my first year in AAL2. I'm also playing quarterback for the Eagles. I've played semi-pro for the South Jersey Thunder, Atlantic City Kings, and the Cumberland County Bullies.
Okay. Nice. So, got a couple of quarterbacks here that got some experience. Got us an OC, so things should be fun. So we can definitely talk a lot of offense here, which there's nothing wrong with that at all. So, gentlemen, we're in a training camp. How's everything looking on the offense? I'm gonna basically focus on offense with you guys because that's where you're at. Ask a couple of questions maybe about defense as well, but we're gonna bring some defense in. Okay. All right. Well, almost. Well, right now we're working where we at. So, guys, as far as training camp is going, how are you feeling about install for everything for the offensive side of the ball? And of course, you're blending a lot of guys who may have played before, but maybe didn't play together into a team. How's everything coming with that?
I think we're doing pretty good so far. We got a couple guys that I actually had last season, so we got some first year guys. They meshing pretty well. You know, we're still installing. We're still seeing what it look like, but we're looking pretty decent. Pretty excited.
I played with one of the receivers before, Josh Boyd. I mean, his timing are just, and I'm not just saying this, it speaks for itself. You guys will get to see it in a couple weeks, but we played together before, and that kid's something special. So he makes me look good, better than maybe I look. But I was starting the league in the AAL 3 years ago in the passing, behind a guy from the Stampede, Caleb, and then a guy from Jersey Bearcats. But I tore my MCL. It's good. It's a good league. Like I said, I'm looking forward to working with Coach Woods, other quarterbacks and receivers. I think we got something special from the group chat and just a couple of guys that I was talking to. But this will be my first week in camp with these guys.
Okay.
I've been mostly working with all the guys in camp, and like Coach Wood said, we're still going over our installs, but everything's going really good. I've personally loved that, like, over, even though like the few weeks that we've had to work together, it's been really awesome every single week to just see everybody get that like chemistry together and just get like a little bit better, and we're just getting closer to what we want to achieve.
I like it. So we do have another gentleman that's joined us from the Eagles. Please, sir, I'd like to have you introduce yourself.
Hey, how y'all doing? I'm Devin Lee. I'm corner from New Jersey Eagles. You need me to introduce like how I got on the team and whatnot?
If you'd like to.
Yes, sir. I got you. So initially, I was going to team with the New Jersey Bearcats, I believe, but then I seen that Coach Zay was still looking for players, so I reached out on and to see if like it was available and whatnot, and then and then we just DM'd and we got together, and it was wraps from there. Then when I first got to practice, my first practice, defensively, it was a little bit of a change, but still with the same similarities within the practice, and but no, it was just a lot of fun, and then as a defense, I believe that it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. From the D line to the secondary, it's gonna shock a lot of people, and we're gonna shake some in this league. So
I was gonna ask you that question, so I'm glad that you brought up the defense. So where do you feel right now the defense is at as far as progressing through camp? Then you
I
kind of
feel like we're
more. Oh, go ahead.
No, infer more? Like, can you say a little bit more
Yeah,
so
I
I
was
can?
gonna say, do you feel like you guys are more still developing, still getting things together, but you can see the talent. It's just it needs to mesh. Are you kind of getting there, or you are already there? Like, kind of where do you see the defense at?
Nah, I think it's just as the games go and like as we practice a little bit more, kind of like what Zach was saying, the chemistry part, it's gonna come together within these last couple practices because we got our game coming up on the 11th of April. So I think our chemistry is just gonna come together, and already we've had our scrimmages and we've already been making plays as a defense, and it's beautiful to see because I'm new personally to this team, and I know a couple guys may have played on this team before or whatever, but just to see us come together as a defense is really nice. So I think it's just upwards trajectory of good things, and just good things to come. So
So you guys, welcome to the league. This will be, your first year. Some guys may have already had experience before, but of course the team will be new. So, um, are you guys excited about now being part of AL2?
Yeah, I think I played
yes.
in it back in the day, and AJ ran. It was the first year AJ ran it, and it's just been growing. So I'm glad to be back and then actually get to play against the Bearcats. I know they were the top dogs past couple years. So
I'm also excited. I haven't had experience playing arena football, but I've always been like a fan of it. Like growing up and watching it, I always kind of like watched all the shows, like any league, any YouTube stream that I could kind of like get my hands on, So I'm really excited to kind of finally be able to step in that environment for the first time.
Yeah, me too. I'm just really excited to get started, and this is kind of a fresh start for me as well because I've never played in arena league football or anything like that. So it's really just going to be a good chance for me to showcase my skills and help my team win a ring also. So
The goal is
Yeah,
always
man,
to
I'm
win a ring.
pretty excited to be back, and I think it's huge what he's doing with the draft and giving out these opportunities for these guys. You don't see this nowhere else.
So Coach Woods, just for the viewers, would you like to expound on the draft a little bit if you have information on the draft?
From what I've known, yes, like you said, it'll be our week 2, if I'm not mistaken, where guys will have an opportunity to get drafted and get go up to the AAL. Um, they having a nice ceremony, from my understanding. Nice little ceremony for guys. Especially for your first year guys, it don't get better than this. I've been around for a minute, and it don't get better than this. You have a pretty much a direct line to get to the next level, and I think we got some guys here that can actually make that happen. So it's going to be very interesting.
Definitely, definitely, definitely. Yeah, players are registering. Hopefully, still checking it out in the way, and if they want to throw themselves into the draft, all the guys, of course, one other piece, you need to have played for an AL2 team or currently be on an AL2 team. So kind of narrows the pool some, but it kind of helps funnel kind of the way that they want the process to be done, which makes sense.
Right,
But I like to have like coaches and stuff kind of give their understanding of the process because maybe the way you say it, what I'm saying, somebody else will get it that doesn't get it the way I say it. So
right.
definitely appreciate that. So guys, as you're going through, I think all of you guys this is your first year.
this is my this is
Maybe
my,
you
my fourth year in the
yeah,
My
pro league.
but
first.
if it's your first, yeah, so I know you two guys are your first year and you've been other places and you're now back, Ryan, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. So everybody's theoretically, at least for the last year or two, it's your first year in the league. And then Coach Woods, of course, you were here last year. But for you guys who are new to this team or new to the league, how do you feel about your experience as far as getting reacclimated or getting acclimated to indoor football?
I believe that my past experience from football
Mhm.
has developed me very well up until this point, and so I feel like my football knowledge of the game is just as the practice goes. Like I said before, I feel like I'm gonna be able to see the game better and differently. So I feel like I just need more plays at it and more time, and the more plays will be made from me at least. So
Yeah, going back off of what he says, I'm kind of the same where like arena's a little bit of a different game for me, but I'm relying enough on like my previous football experience as well as Coach Woods and everybody else on the team that's been in arena ball before to kind of help guide me and help me because it is a completely different thing with like timing. You got to be like more precise and exact, especially playing quarterback. So like I said, like on a week to week basis, not just myself, but everyone else. It's great just seeing like everybody just increase as much as we can every single time we're like out there together.
The game is fast paced. It makes me better as an offense coordinator for high school because 11-man slots slower than 8-man. And like it honestly, God, it starts up front. Like if we have a solid all line, just give you that 2 seconds to get the ball out. It makes the quarterback's job so much easier. This is such a fast paced game.
Fair enough. So, Coach Woods, you're the OC. You're also the head coach. How are you feeling about both sides of the ball so far?
Of course, that defense is gluing together pretty fast in the offense. We got timing and repetitions, and so we far from what we will be, but I'm happy with where we're at. We do have a special defense. I'm not gonna lie, they've been kicking our butt, so that just makes us better, though. So we just got our heads down working, man. We're just putting in the work and living with the results.
Yeah, I watched that
Definitely.
scrimmage. You guys had 4 interceptions. Like that's a good start for the defense.
Yeah, no, they look good. Devin had 2.
Yeah, that's DMAC, right? I heard about you from.
No, guy on here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I saw
2.
it. Nice.
That's all right. That's all right. So, guys, definitely good luck in the season. Want to go around, Coach Woods, I'll save you for last. Just want to go around and have let everybody know where they can find them on social media. And also, if you have any other thoughts that you want to throw out there, feel free.
I'm mostly on Instagram, Zachary_Perch, last name Poetsch. Confusing. Can find me the same thing on Instagram, Zachary, or Instagram and Facebook, Zachary Perch.
All right.
Go ahead, Dev.
yeah, y'all can find me on Instagram at d.leee. That's 4 E's after the L. And then also on X, you can find me at yodev_.
On Facebook, you can find me as Ryan RYANFEGZ Fegs. Ryan Fegs.
All right, on Instagram, you can find me at Coach Woods. That's pretty much my only sports handle I got going on. Make sure you get your tickets, man.
Facts. Go Eagles.
Definitely, Coach Woods, let them know your first game and also your website.
Oh yeah, well, first game will be April 11th. At our website, I think is New Jersey Eagles, where you can purchase tickets and gear and all that other good stuff.
Yes.
All right. Again, gentlemen, good luck. And we'll definitely be talking throughout the season. Hopefully, you guys will be winning. I'll see a good amount of you.
Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Appreciate you, cool.
Sir.
No problem, man. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Take care.
All right, good people. So now we're going to another one of our AAL2 teams from the South Division, which is the division where the champ came from last year. All right, we have Peach State Cats. So, Coach Moreland, we'll start with you, and then we'll just go around and everybody know how you got here and any other information you want to give on yourself.
All right. I'm Coach James Moreland, owner of the Peach State Cats, head coach, offensive coordinator. I got Marquise Robinson on at DB. You remember I named him last week 2 weeks ago on the show.
Yep.
We got Antonio Turner on. I thought we had Coach Sean Sanders on. He probably at work still.
All right, Antonio. Yeah.
I'm Antonio Turner, play with the Peach State Cats, athlete. been playing arenas for 2 years. Thanks to Coach Moreland, he brought me in. He was like, man, you need to come try this game out. First, I was hesitant. He was like, man, it's a good fit for you. Best decision I made, to be honest, man. We've been balling ever since. Building this program, been countless champions. I mean, ain't too much I can ask for. Ain't too much I can ask for. So, looking forward for a great season.
All right. So, just asking if you could introduce yourself, Marquise, and just saying I heard a little bit about you a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. I'm Marquise. I'm from Michigan originally. Came down to Georgia. Was lucky to find an indoor football team. I reached out to Coach Moreland, and he has helped me tremendously. My first season with the Peach State Cats, we went undefeated, won the championship, and after that season, he got me up to a higher league, and I was able to, get that experience and stuff like that. And it's been a blessing to be able to play for Coach Moreland. I'm ready to get after it, for real.
I dig it. So it's interesting that you've had that opportunity to go up and kind of get some experience. And we all understand that every time, you're not put in the right situation, maybe it's just for experience. And, because you see the skills, but maybe somebody's injured or they just, want to see what you got or whatever the case may be. But since you've been there, Marquise, I feel like you have a little extra hunger to try to get back. Is that accurate?
Yeah. Oh yeah, most definitely. My season was actually cut short because I had broke my hand. I was playing for the Southwest Kansas Storm, and I think it was probably like week 4, week 5. I ended up breaking my hand. I had to come back home to get surgery and stuff like that. But definitely, yeah. If the opportunity is something I can't miss on, because me, Coach Moreland know my situation career wise, why I can't really go far right now. But if something came, I would definitely take advantage of it.
I dig it, man. I dig it. So, guys, the question: training camp. So, how is everyone feeling about training camp so far?
I'm feeling good, man. I feel like we locked and loaded, ready to go. We've had some interesting practices, I'll say. We had a good preseason practices going on. I think we gel pretty good, and we ready to go. I'm gonna let them elaborate on it a little more, how they feel about camp, how they feel about the roster, and the moves we making.
With camp, yeah, it's getting real competitive. I can say that we're gonna have a lot coming this year. The way everybody gelling, like you said, everybody gelling together, everybody play well together. We got a lot of competitive players, a lot of good players coming in, and everybody fighting and playing for a role, and it's gonna be a great season. So camp, the way camp looking is it's gonna be a fun season this year. We just said that it's gonna be a fun season.
You notice everybody smiling at the same time.
It's gonna be a fun season.
Hey, we ready for this
Everybody
season.
smiling. You should be concerned. That's what I learned. Marquise, what you got? How you feel about camp?
Everybody on the same page. We're trying to win. We're trying to get a championship, bring it back to Swanee, Georgia. We ready. We not worried about none of the smack talk on social media. We were on the field. When the clock hits 0, we're gonna be up. That's all that matters.
Being locked in is very important. It is very, very important. So one of the things about AAL2 is obviously we have the draft going this year, so guys could be moving at that point. But then even throughout the season, you're developing guys so that they get opportunities. So there's going to be guys that are going to move. So depth is important. So what I'm hearing from Coach Moreland is we getting guys after each other so that depth's going to be there. If you're a fan of this league or you're another team and you're watching, make sure you're paying attention. Make sure that the team that you are either part of or that you support, depth, look at how other guys can play. Because if you want that team to be successful, you might be down to your third corner at some point. You might be down to your second quarterback, third running back, backup wide receivers. But getting not just the talent at the top, but throughout getting guys that can play and be plugged in. That's very important. And as a team that's been here in AL2, before Peak State understands that, right? Some teams may not, but certain teams do. I know some of the other teams do as well. But on that, Coach Moreland, how strong do you feel about new guys that have came in, as well as guys that you may have gotten that weren't part of your team next year, and how they could fill in if some of the main guys do have that situation happen where they get called up or they get drafted?
Okay. So I'm pretty much prepared for, guys to move up, after one game, two game, mid season, before the playoff or whatever. And we go by the motto next man up. And
Yes, sir.
it speaks for itself. That's what it is. Next man up. Uh that's pretty much all I got. I'm gonna tell you this. Every guy we have on our roster, practice squad and all, they are starters. So it's hard to name starters if you get what I'm saying. So everybody's starter. Like, if you miss a practice, if you don't post your workout, if you don't post enough workout, like it'll count against you. Like
Yeah.
everybody on our roster is a starter. They can go start for any other team, or they can go play pro somewhere. And that's kind of how I like it. You know what I'm saying? We expect Marquise to not be here. We expect Antonio Turner not to be here, and the next man is going to be just as good or better. And I do want to shine some light on Antonio Turner played for me too. He had the experience to go play pro. If you want to elaborate
Okay.
on that too.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got two gentlemen on here. So tell us about that, Antonio.
Yeah. After my 6 games, sent me out there an hour, balled out an hour, put up some good numbers, some good stats, some good film. I came back home. I had more offers to leave, but it was too far at the time. And then I kind of built Moreland for a minute. I see what he building is gonna be legendary real soon. So and I was looking at the same talent that I was playing there. We can play. We have that talent in my backyard. So I feel like what's the need of going far when I can stay in my backyard and build up, just be legendary here. So that's why we're here.
Yeah.
Hey, it sounds good to me.
But
It's all about mindset.
he did say if the CFL, NFL start calling, he gonna kick me out. You gotta go.
UFL, hey, he gotta go.
You gotta go.
I'm gonna put him out in the group.
And see, that's the thing I like that's different. And this is all the teams. Even though I don't know everybody from every team as much, I know the type of people that are being brought into AAL2, as far as coaches and owners and things of that nature. You want your guys to leave. Most places like to try to hold on to guys as long as they can. I'm just going to say that. But here, the whole focus is build you, develop you. When your opportunity comes, get out. You can't stay. You got to go take it. Because that's the thing. Like, we don't want guys to get comfortable being in a certain situation and pass up better opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
So you're also learning not just the play, but you're also learning how to be a professional off the field. How to interview, all those different things. How to come on and talk about your team, what's going on, different things like that. So you're getting a lot of good experience here, and you've got guys, and this is for everyone. You've got guys that are here to help you be the best player that you could be at this level and be ready for whatever comes next. And guys like yourself that take advantage of it and understand it, opportunities are going to come. And then for guys who may not buy in, that may be why you don't get opportunities. So you got to buy in.
Gotcha.
But this is a good place to be. And I'm excited about what this league is going to be this year. It's grown from last year. Some teams have left for whatever those reasons are, but new teams have came. So it's going to be an exciting experience, and I look forward to seeing all the different teams and what actually happens. So, Coach, everybody know, when is your first game? Who you playing?
So the first AAL2 game will be against Carolina Predators April 11th, but we got a tune-up game April 4th against Grind and Shine from Florida. But we just looking forward to put on this red, this black, this silver, and do what it do. We're ready to put it out here.
Yeah, there's a good possibility that I'm going to be at y'all's game against the Predators.
Okay, that first game.
Yes, sir. So it's a good possibility I'm going to be there to get a chance to check y'all out and the Predators out firsthand, see what we got going on.
Ooh wee!
Yeah,
Y'all hear that, Marquise Antonio?
Yeah,
I'm kind of looking forward to that.
gonna
I
be a
like to
lot
get
of
down when
ooh.
I can. Yeah, I like to get down when I can and see the games, man, because it's important. I feel like for me to try to get to as many places as I can, see games, see teams play, because then you understand a little bit more, about the games and about what you're telling me on here, right?
Okay.
Because I'm not saying this is y'all, but some people will tell you that they got everything. And you watch them, you like, not everything.
So you just did that for the media.
Yeah, but it's good to see, like, I'm not gonna call nobody out, but it's good to know in my mind, like, all right, this team, they gonna talk good, but what I've seen, I don't think it might match up. But some people, and then you got the other side. Some people will tell you, like, we good, we all right, blah blah blah. And you get there, you like, oh, y'all look better than all right. So it's good to see, like, just see for yourself and get an opportunity. So, I'm excited about getting down to that game. Before we go, guys, wanted to ask everyone. I know we're nearing camp. I know you guys are in a unique situation where it feels like a lot of guys could be the starters.
Mhm.
So, do you feel that everybody's gelling properly, and do you feel like you guys are moving toward, uh, being ready for that tune-up game and being ready for that first game against the Predators? How are things going on that end? I know we're still in camp, we're still working, but how are you feeling about that gelling process?
I feel like everybody know the standard. I feel like everybody know their role. Everybody's trying to play a role, whether it's starting or backing the starter up. And when you back him up, it can't be a drop off. So I feel like everybody kind of understands that. And I feel like everybody, just because you don't start on offense or defense, don't mean you're not starting on special team. And
Right.
like that's gonna be a whole different eight right there. You're gonna be like, hold on, he don't start. He don't start on defense. He on special team like that. But yeah, trust me, we gelling and everybody know their role. So just ready to see it, pan out. Ready to see it pan out.
All right, Antonio, Marquise, y'all agree?
Oh yeah, we
Anything to
most
add?
definitely agree. Yeah, we most definitely agree. It's
Definitely.
yeah. We like when I say we locked in, we all locked in. We all know what we're supposed to do. We all know what the goal is and how the
Yeah.
goal is supposed to be accomplished. So it's either we may be cats, but we breeding dogs over here. So
Big dog.
everybody,
Mhm.
everybody,
Big
everybody got
dog.
to know what they're doing.
And we come in packs. We come
Yeah.
into a pack, man.
Dogs always do come in packs.
So yeah.
Cats might, I never
Mhm.
really looked into it, but cats might too. Um, So, gentlemen, if you would just let everybody know where they can find you. If you guys have any last thoughts, feel free to share those. I'll start with you, Antonio.
All right. My Facebook is Antonio Turner. Instagram is 1700 cuts. Antonio. TikTok, that's why I do my point of views. If you want to see baller point of views, some good playmaking, go to TikTok at 1700 cuts football. And yeah, man, y'all just get your popcorn ready. That's all. Just get your popcorn ready. You gonna you gonna see something like, man, I don't think we shouldn't be playing these people right now, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun going on. So I just say get your popcorn ready, enjoy the show.
I like it. I like it. All right, Marquise.
Instagram, QUIS0 __. TikTok, QUISTILLER, and then number 2. On there I just post film and stuff like that, workouts, stuff like that. That's really it. But I'm excited. I'm ready. I wasn't on the team when they was in the AAL2. I wasn't. I
Championship
was. I
season.
was in the academy at the time. But I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it.
All right, you can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Facebook, James Moreland. You can follow the team page, Peach State Cats, on Instagram, Coach_Moreland15. The team Instagram is Cats_IGTV. Yeah, I can't wait to see you, cool. Whatever you drinking is on me. I'm gonna get you some popcorn. You're gonna have the VIP seats. Just let me know. Let me know what you need, and we got you.
Me and
Gotta have the
Marquise gonna bring
popcorn
your
ready.
ball. Gonna bring your
I feel
ball.
it, man. I feel it. That'll work, man. Hey, so good luck to you guys. Hopefully we'll have you on, the show a lot throughout the season. Definitely be talking to you guys. Appreciate it. You guys hopping on with me tonight. Can't wait to see what y'all got going on down there.
Yes,
All
sir.
right.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Look,
sir.
we can't wait either, man. Sometimes I go to sleep and just wish
Be
a
excited.
couple weeks go by. Like,
I hear that.
golly, come on.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with that. Appreciate it, fellas.
Yes,
All right.
All right.
Commissioner. Okay, what's going on, sir?
It's about time. It's been a minute. Good,
Hey,
man. How are you?
Life be life, man. Life be life. I'm good, man. I like that professional looking shirt there, sir. Yeah, man.
It's all right.
Snazzy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Here we are. Another season about to, get going.
Yeah, we got a
excited.
chance to talk to some of the
Weeks.
teams, players, and all that good stuff. So these guys feel like these guys are ready, man. Feels like these guys are ready.
Yeah, especially if you're Tri-City in Carolina. You
Yeah.
kicking off, really next weekend.
Yep. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So, any news, anything you want to throw out there for the people?
No, season 4 of the AAL2, ready to kick off.
Talking to some of the guys, everybody seems excited. Trying to throw out there a little bit more about the draft. You know me. Hey, let's make sure people know. So I'm gonna ask you the same question I asked you last week or last time. Please let the people know a little bit about how this draft process works for those who may be interested and may just, not completely understand how things go.
Yep. So the draft is for past AAL2 guys or current AAL2 guys, on a roster for the 2026 season. You have to go to AAL2.com if you want to register, and or AmericanArenaLeague.com or .org to register. You have to register and fill out your form, right, and pay your $15 draft fee to be fully eligible to be drafted. The 4 guys that are drafted per team, right? 16 total guys out of the AL2, right, will be drafted. And those guys, that are drafted, they have to report, ASAP to their respective team that drafted them. And if you're playing or getting drafted to Columbus, like you get drafted on Sunday, you played in a game on Thursday. Right. So, it's a great time for guys in the AL2. And, I know, coaches, right? They never want to lose players, right?
Right.
But as a coach, you got to let some guys move on, right? Because the more guys you push up, right, the more guys are going to come to your team because they've seen what you can do for them. Right? You're getting guys out of there, getting them to another level. Right. And I think that's a big part of it. Right. A big part of what we're trying to do here. Like everybody wants to win games, but the end result is helping your players move on.
Development, right? We're here to develop players, coaches, front office people, whoever. And then if other opportunities come, want them to take those opportunities. You kind of want to push them to take those opportunities. That's that's the goal of AL2. It's development. So you want to develop guys. It's like little birds, right? Birds crack out of their eggs. You raise them. When they can fly away, they fly away. You don't grab them by the neck and shake them and make them stay. You let them go. And that's kind of basically the same thought process is what AAL2 does. Obviously, like you said, everybody wants to win, right? Only one team can win, but everybody wants to win.
Mhm.
So you're making those moves, you're building your roster, you're making sure you have depth. Because if you
Yes.
have a great top group but nobody else, as guys start to leave, you're going to be in trouble.
Mhm.
But everybody kind of understands that concept. So, and then of course, I haven't mentioned it yet, but injuries. You're always going to get somebody, hopefully, nothing season ending, but maybe banged up a little bit. You miss a couple of games. You need other guys ready to step into those roles.
Yep.
The development camp should be your time to get those guys.
Yeah, and like you said, depth, right?
Yep.
Expect to have, some guys, be drafted, right? And have guys already on your roster or prepared to come in. If you have over 30 guys, and you let 2 guys go, be prepared to fill that
Right.
that 29th and 30th guy.
Yeah. I mean, you should
Because
probably have an
that's
idea of who's moving anyway, right?
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Each team should know, like, all right, this dude has no business being here. Like, he's not going to be here. So let me make sure I'm prepared, for that guy to leave. And then next year, 2027, watch the talent rise for that team because of them getting players to the next level. Right? It goes hand in hand. One hand washes the other.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, man. A lot of people, maybe new and they're kind of thinking like, what? Trust me, it makes sense when you see it happen. As you talk about it, as you kind of watch it happen throughout a season, it'll make sense to you.
Yep.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
when you hear something, it's a little confusing, but when you go through it, you can actually understand a little bit better. And this is one of those things. So
Yep.
it's a really good process. It worked a lot last year. There's people that moved. Commission, I don't know if you want to talk about any of those guys right now. I know sometimes you have some people prepared. Sometimes you're like, nah, we'll talk about it later. But can you think of anyone off the top of your head from this season or even in the past that that moved? Because a lot of the people, uh,
Yeah. From the AO2, you got David Ross in Omaha, right? Starting
mhm.
running back for Omaha Beef.
Yep.
Um, who else? Who else we got? PJ Thomas is out there too in Omaha, right? Quarterback from Georgia Indians last year. He's out there in Omaha. Um, Darren Hungerford, he played with the Bearcats last year, middle of the season to the end. He's in the NAL right now with the Salina Liberty. It's just guys from the AL2, that are all over the place at the next level. It's just that it's people don't realize because it's developmental, right? They don't know where these guys came from. They see the talent, but in the end, we've had a lot of guys that came through this AL2 that have played, you know, at the next level, whether it's NAL, IFL, AF1, and that's the goal.
Yeah. Yeah. Things have definitely been going according to plan. I feel like with getting people to the next levels and getting people seen, getting them a good tape that they can use. I talked earlier about the professionalism, like teaching professionalism to them, not just on the field, but also in other areas. Understanding like, all right, when I lose the game, not happy, but I still have to have the decorum and professionalism because that's what's going to be expected of me. If somebody's there in the stands watching and you crashing out because you lost, you just lost an opportunity that you had.
Yeah, and
Definitely don't do that to yourself.
yeah, and you want to and guys gotta understand that they're being watched, right?
Mhm,
There's an AAL league now, right? That's watching.
mhm,
Um, that they are definitely 100% all the teams in the AAL are watching the AAL2
mhm.
players and teams, right? See how they conduct themselves. Um, so guys gotta understand that, you know, carry the way you carry yourself matters. There's camera phones everywhere, right? And that it gets put on the internet fast, right? And don't lose the opportunity for something stupid, And then wonder why like nobody wants you.
Yeah.
And then with step ahead and the outlook for the 27 season AL and AL2 is, man, get in the AL2 fast, man, because things are changing fast. Fast.
Yeah. Always want to get, leagues are always attempting to add new teams, right? New teams, new talent, all those things. And obviously AAL is going to grow too. So, you get things together, you might have an opportunity. So it's all about maximizing what you do as a player, coach, ownership, everybody. And I think AO2 does a really good job of that. Having the right people with the right mindsets and understanding how Arena League works and how the business works. Because if you don't understand the business as a owner or investor, then that's where the problem could come in at. But I think the guys here that you guys have vetted, I think they do a good job of understanding, those pieces, and those pieces are key to, you know, growth and maintaining.
Right. And if you want quality players on your team, right, you got to have a quality organization.
Yep.
Right. It all goes together. It all goes together.
Yep.
Um, and we're just excited. We're excited to where everything is going. Year 4 at the AL2 and growing.
Oh yeah.
There's teams reaching out already. We didn't even get to 27 yet. We didn't even kick off a football yet for a game, and teams are reaching out for 27.
That's good. I mean, based on what you've done the last 3 years, it's just about continuing to grow. The game, the league,
And
and
be consistent. And it takes time, right? Nothing happens overnight, right? You can have all the money in the world and start a league and a team, and after that season, you lose all that money, right? Now everybody's like, man, now what? Because
yeah,
you tried to throw all your eggs in one basket.
yeah.
Takes time. IFL didn't look like that in 2008, or sorry, 2009.
Yeah.
The NAL didn't look like this in, whenever it started. Was it 2018, 17?
Yeah.
Right? It takes time.
Yeah.
But people tend to forget those things.
Yeah. I mean, that what's the saying? Rome wasn't built in a day. So it always takes time to do everything. But I think people look at the finished product or the progress, but not how you got to the progress, right?
Right.
People think you just woke up one day and all these teams wanted to be part of your league, and everybody came and everybody finished their season and all this stuff just because some unicorn pixie dust came, but that's not how it goes.
Yeah. And
It
right
takes a
now,
lot from top to bottom.
sure, you heard me say it before, but without the AL2 right now in these last 3 years,
Mm-hmm.
we're not, talking about the AL for
Right.
2026.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you got to have the blueprint, you got to develop it, and you just, can make the necessary changes from the developmental to the semi-pro. But the great thing about it is, man, as someone who, kind of works with y'all, but still on the outside to a certain extent, I can see the growth and I can see how it's something that would be appealing. I feel like people just need to know about it, right? And that's one of the reasons we're here. But people just need to know that it's there, how to see the local teams, how to watch games, how to get the games, understanding the cost of games versus going somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
They see
Then
those
you
things,
get,
man. It's hard not to.
yeah, and then you get the people that are confused about the AL and AL2 and how does it work. Again, it goes about a label, right? A name, right? We've seen the NBA, we've seen the G League, we've seen Major League Baseball, we've seen minor league baseball, right? Single A,
Yeah.
double A, triple A, independent, right? We've seen it.
Yeah, even
We've
for your
seen
soccer
the
fans.
NFL and NFL Europe.
For you
So
soccer
what are
fans,
we,
soccer.
what are we confused about? It's just a name, right? It's a name that gets attached to a brand, and we've never seen anything have a professional league and a developmental league, right? And yeah, you had the AF1, AF2, but it wasn't developmental.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, don't let the names get y'all caught up. It's developmental, semi-pro. It is what it is. AL2 is developmental. AL is the pro. So you got your developmental, you got your pro. But the thing is, when you're thinking about it, I think the differentiation will come as people start to see and understand the differences between the two and see the teams like, okay, these teams are in AAL. They're the pro. These teams are in the developmental. So you get to see that difference mentally. And then obviously difference in logos, difference in how things will be. So it's not like a cookie cutter. It's not like the only difference between AAL and AAL2 is that one's pro and one's developmental. No, there's a lot of other differences. You'll see them over time. But they'll both be fun leagues to watch. So definitely watch as much as you can from both.
Great
Right?
talent,
Yeah.
especially the AL2.
And there'll be a lot of guys that'll be, moving around, going to different leagues. If it's somebody that's, one of your favorites, I encourage you, follow them and support them where they're at. But don't forget about the team they came from either. Make sure you get them some love too.
And those guys are, again, they're being watched by AAL teams. They don't even have to go outside the league anymore. Right? There's something for those guys within the AAL, structure.
Umbrella. Yeah.
Yep.
I like it.
That's the best part of it. It's year one. Imagine what we're gonna look back and talk about this year one of both leagues playing when we're in like year 6 of both leagues together.
Yeah, that's gonna be
like where
people may not be ready for that.
They're not. And I don't think some are ready for 27.
I would agree with that too. It's already 26, y'all. It's crazy. Like when you just think about it, I feel like it was just like 2021 yesterday. And that's already 2026. So 2027 will be here before any of us know it.
Yep. They forget about it. They forget that we're here to give guys opportunities. Everybody gets caught up in the dollar signs. Get caught up in the dollar signs. That's how you last 1 year or two.
Yeah. But the thing is, you guys, the decision makers in AL2 do a great job of, I feel like, vetting and getting the people that understand what's going to be needed to make things flow the right way.
Yep.
And that's, I feel like the difference between leagues that are successful and leagues that are not. When you understand this is what needs to be done, and this is how you do it, and this is what we're going to do. We're going to look at what's been successful. We're going to move that way. We're not going to worry about this person's doing this person's doing that. We have a plan. We're going to stick to that plan. And that's how we're going to grow. And that's how we're going to develop.
Organically.
Yeah. Not forcing anything. And for everybody watching, that's a big difference with AAL and AAL2, right? Especially AAL2. It's just they're moving. Guys are getting opportunities. They're working. They know what they want, but their goal right now is to be the best they can be where they're at.
Yep.
And every team wants to win a championship. So that's important as well. Yeah, the teams in the South have all that I've talked to have all been talking about how they want to keep it down there. They want it to come back up out of that. So we'll see how that goes, though.
You gotta roll with them right now.
Yeah, you do.
But I think there's some people in the North and the East though that think differently.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So it'll be fun to see, how things go where we're at as we get further through the season, end of the season. And for AL2 guys, at AAL2.com, you're going to be able to throughout the season, you can go on and vote for power rankings. We're going to do a fan-based power rankings. So basically, you guys as fans can hop on and you determine who's the top ranked team, second ranked, who's last, all that stuff. It's not us. It's not him. It's not me, anybody from Shady Sports. It's going to be y'all. It's going to be y'all determining that. So
Can't
it'll be
wait.
fun to see
I
what
can't
y'all
wait
think.
for that. There's gonna be so many comments under.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
So
it's gonna be
it's
good.
gonna be like 7 likes, but like 102 comments.
There might be some people that put a little dislike comment up under there and all that too. But hey, again, it's not gonna be controlled by us at all. We setting it up, and it's all y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all gonna be able to have at it, say what y'all think, who y'all think is top, who y'all think is bottom, who y'all think is next best, all that. That's gonna be fun. We might weigh in once or twice in the season what we think, but for the most part, it's y'all. All fan controlled. All right. Kabish, anything else you want to throw out there?
No, just get ready for a great season. Once again, year 4 in the AAL2.
Yep.
I think I say this very not humbly, but it's the best developmental league in the country, right? By far. And I think we're going to continue to grow, and people are realizing that, right? And coming over each year. And that's all we want to do is give guys and teams and guys and coaches a place to come that they're not going to feel they're getting ripped off or money taken from them and all that. We want to make sure they feel like they're in a league that takes care of players and cares about the owners and the teams. That's it. That's how we got here.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So, Commissioner, if you will, let the people know where they can find you and, of course, where they can find league information.
Yep. You can find me on Facebook, AJ OK, Instagram at Coach OK1. You can find the league on Facebook, American Arena League 2. Instagram, you can find the league at the official AAL2. Also, you can go to AAL2.com, or you can check out the AAL at AmericanArenaLeague.com or .org.
All right. Perfect. So, good people, another episode, AAL2 Turf Talk. This was the training camp check-in for season 2. We'll definitely be back. Hopefully, we'll get to talk to some of the other teams and just kind of see how things are going and moving throughout the season as we get closer to that. Your boy will probably be in the building April 11th, so that'll be a fun game. Something good to see. So with that being said, make sure y'all tuning in. Make sure you guys are following the people, checking out the teams. Find a team in your area, support them. And if you find a team like this outside of your area, still support them too. That being said, we are out. Another episode in the books, AAL2 Turf Talk.
Retro.